Hi there, wig lover. This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm coming at you with the summer wig by Amore in the color Coconut Spice. Now this is not a rooted color, as you can see here, but luckily all these Amore wigs have a double monofilament top, and it's hand-tied, so it just looks like a natural scalp, which is always a nice touch. The double monofilament top traps heat, which can be uncomfortable in the summer, but luckily this is a short wig and it's relatively lightweight. It's only 3.9 ounces, so it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. The front is 6 inches, so definitely long enough that it's supposed to be swept off to the side. The crown down is about 8 inches, so very layered here in the back, which I'll show you when I turn around. The nape is 7.5 inches, and it does sort of want to flare, and you can kind of use a comb to either flare it out or you can flare it in. I'm going to do it flared in because that's what the manufacturer photo looks like. I'm going to talk about this color for a moment. This color, this Coconut Spice, it's a very interesting color to me because the base shade is kind of like an in-between level with a light brown and a medium brown, but it's definitely got a lot of gold to it, as you can see. A lot of gold going on there. And then the highlights, which are very well pronounced throughout the top of the cap, especially over here, check that out. They're kind of like a warm buttery blonde color, which is very, very pretty. I mean, it's not like super duper light, so the contrast isn't like, whoa, but it's light enough that it definitely perks up the color and makes it very warm and sort of rich looking. We like colors that look expensive. So let me go ahead and turn to the side here. This is a symmetrically cut wig, so it doesn't really matter where you part it. The layering is going to look pretty much the same on both sides. So definitely shaggy, lots and lots and lots of layering here, especially at the jaw, which is great if you have a soft jaw like I do. It kind of carves that out and gives it a nice little frame. So there's that. And then here is what the back looks like. Let's see how long that bottom layer is. Lots of layering up here at the top in the back. Not so much down here at the bottom. Though on the bottom, on the sides and the front, it's totally layered. Lots and lots and lots of layers all over the place. Now these Amore wigs, they tend to sit very close crop to the face, and that's because there's not a lick of permatease in them. So they do just kind of go boom, up against the head, which is really nice if you're concerned about having a natural level of volume. If you don't want to go from, you know, your flat bio hair to poof, then the Amore line's a great one to take a look at because, you know, they don't poof up like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some off so I can show you the cap construction. The thing with these outdoor reviews, I can barely open my eyes in some of them, so I hope that that isn't too much of a turn off for you guys. I just really wanted to show you what these wigs look like in bright light. And the weather is actually cooperating for once. It seems like this has been such a gloomy winter. So anyhow, here is that double monofilament top. It's very smooth. And the great thing about double monofilament tops as opposed to single mono tops is that the hair doesn't shed as much from the top of the monofilament. Why is that, you might ask? Well, it's because there's a layer of fabric in between your head, which is a source of friction, and the actual hand-tied portion of the monofilament, which, you know, can be very fragile. It's just very finely knotted. And those knots are tiny. And so it doesn't really take much at all to dislodge them or loosen them up, especially if they've got a lot of direct contact with a source of friction, like your scalp. And so over time, you know, the wear on the wig loosens up the knots and then they just come right out when you comb them. So you don't get that as much with a double monofilament top because there's like a protective barrier between the knotting and your scalp, which is awesome. Doesn't mean you won't have some shedding, it's just going to slow it down a little bit. So here's what the back of this wig looks like. This wig is tight on me, and all Amore wigs are like this. They're all very, very tight on me, which gives me kind of a headache and makes them uncomfortable to wear. But if you are a true average cap size, you're not going to have that issue. It's going to fit like a glove. The back is kind of extended, but not like super extended, just a tiny bit of fabric in the back there. Overall, very well-made wig. Has a little bit of polyurethane here at the front. You can put some medical adhesive there if you like, or it's kind of sticky on its own and it'll help grip up against your hairline. No lace front. There aren't any lace front Amore wigs. You can see that layering very well. A little bit of shedding, but not that much. The hair fiber feels fabulous. It's got a very beautiful feel to it. And it looks like the sun is finally starting to fade away, but at least you got a taste of what this looked like in the direct lighting. Sorry about the ambient noise, I'm outdoors. So you can see, very shaggy, very, very flattering, very, very cute little wig. This again has been the summer wig by the Amore line by Renee of Paris in the color Coconut Spice, which is a very nice warm brown with some blonde highlights throughout. Very cool color. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you check out my website. It's www.CysterWigs.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.